So if you think about it, if you had to undergo some sort of a expensive, time-consuming, I don't know, 1 to 2 year SCADA upgrade because of the operating system was phased out, basically, I think this is something that really affects enterprises. This is happening right now. Software runs on Microsoft operating systems, so SCADA users have to deal with frequent security issues, patches, and upgrades. And I just want to maybe get a couple of comments on this. In April 8th, I guess it was, Microsoft ended support for Windows XP. They certainly talked about it for years and let everyone know it was coming. I was on a webinar put on by the Control Systems Integrators Association on that topic a week or two ago because I was curious as to how they were talking about that in the integration community. And one of the things that they commented on was that an estimated 50% of the global industrial market is still on Windows XP and 20% of the overall world market. So this is not an insignificant question for many enterprises. Pete, let me ask you first, what situation does this put an enterprise in if you're relying on SCADA software based on XP? How do you address that? Just your comments on that.
Well, the obsolescence of XP was a great thing for our business. As I said earlier, we deal with oil and gas, and that industry really doesn't like change. They don't like to upgrade their hardware or their software. They like to have a platform and have it run for at least 10 years. So several years ago, as this XP phase out was first brought up, they caused them to look at what they were going to do. So as they looked at replacing their hardware, they also said, well, maybe we should replace our software. What's the life cycle of the SCADA system they were using, and so that caused us to put together proposals and take a survey of the industry, and that's where we stumbled on Ignition and so that's started a whole new business for us. Totally brought us into the IA family, and all of our work now is using IA. So I think that sums it up pretty well.
Sure. So it worked out okay for you guys. Mark, how about you? Your thoughts on this?
Well, we just had an interesting experience in that one of those legacy clients that I mentioned that we converted to Ignition, they were all an XP base client. I was actually out there about 2 weeks ago and noticed that all the client machines are now on Win 7, and due to the way of the Ignition architecture using Java Web Start, they changed all those clients over to Win 7, and we never even received a phone call about it. They just went and did it. It was transparent to us, and it's just the way it's designed. The other thing about we're focused on here on Windows, but the thing remember about Ignition, it is cross-platform. So we have installations that are running Macs. They're running different types of operating systems on the client side, transparent to us with this platform.
Actually, that's a good point. I think the cross-platform compatibility and web deployability of it is pretty critical. It does run on practically any OS. Obviously, of course, modern versions of Windows, but also open source. And it really connects to a wide range of devices and works seamlessly with MES and ERP. That's a great story. You didn't even get a phone call. That's like in the perfect world. You can not have that become some major problem. It's just able to be dealt with.